Hi, my name is Pau and welcome to my channel. This is the second part of the convention video I did last time. I will leave it somewhere here if you're interested and want to watch it. Today I will show you my display, what I packed, some of my products, my budget and expenses, and also give some tips that I recollected for beginners and that I learned along the way, or the hard way, more or less. This video is going to be on the longer side, so grab some snacks, so some water, something to drink, and let's start. I hope it's useful. But first, feature me. This was really long, and I didn't realize until I was really recording. So, I like there is going to be a third part. With me in probably in a different outfit, because I also had to do stuff halfway, and once I was free, it was already dark. So there was no natural light, although I think this looks pretty nice. So this was my table. As you can see, it's pretty simple. We only had on a table the prints, the stickers, the business cards, the tablecloth, obviously, the banner on the middle, and we also had a print with the prices and my social media, because I wanted to promote my social media, obviously. My prints were all A5, that's like half a normal paper, I think, and it's here. And yeah, we had a color prints for my original illustration and my fan art, obviously. And then I also did black and white prints because, as I said on the first part, I couldn't finish all of my illustrations, and in that band there was like really popular characters, so I just printed the line art and bring it with me, and a few sold really well, so it was alright. I also made sure the business cards were right in the middle, so they were like really visible and accessible if you wanted to just take one. And obviously you cannot see it, but under the table we had the suitcase with a bunch of stuff that we used to set up the table. We had the money box. Is that a word? The money box. Let's call it that. And all the bags for packing all the products if you bought anything. We also had water, our snacks. Drink water. You should drink water. And I'm sorry, I have the list here. I already said that, right? Behind us we had the stock. Everything was in there. The pencil case, a notebook, and I also printed some stocks and sales lists because I really wanted to know what I sold. And yeah, we still got lost a few times, but oh well. It was the first time, so it was not that important. So this is my full setup, so you can see my banners. And as I said on the first part too, I decided to really focus on that, and I end up doing 3 banners instead of 2 that are like, I only planned 2, and then last minute I did like a third one. The third one that I planned was the one on the table, and I just wanted like an extra detail so it didn't look as empty, and I just decided to use my logo because it was pretty simple. I think I have a pretty simple logo. And that one is 45 by 140 centimeters. I will put the size here in feet because I have no idea. Then the one on the background, the big one, the pink one also, that has the zombie. The zombie is the artwork that I also use for my business cards, because I think that really shows like my style quite nicely, and it wasn't also quite popular. Like all the kids, like the small kids, were like, oh, it has a brain ice cream, and that was quite funny because like a lot of small kids were saying the same thing. And it also has like the pink on the background is the exact shade of pink that I use for all my branding, and that was unintentional. Like honestly. I didn't want to do that. But yeah, that's like nice. Extra detail. That one is 1 meter by 1 meter by 1.5, 1.5 meters. I don't know how you say that. One and a half, let's say. Yeah, and the long one on the top has my artist name because I really wanted to be there in front of your eyes. And then I also used fan art for this one instead of my original art, so you could see more of my stuff. And yeah, that one was 25 centimeters by 2 meters, so it was quite long. Yeah, so this way with my banners you could like see the variety of my art, you could see my name, you could see my logo. So yeah, what I really wanted to do with this was not only show like the variety of my art, but put everything together so you could just like associate my logo and my name with my art, because I think that's quite important. And yeah, we also had, I almost forgot, but we also had like this huge, really huge, I also had it here, but smaller. We had this huge illustration that I made for a birthday. And I didn't print this one, my dad printed it because he really liked it. And we didn't sell it, but it was much more expensive than the other one, so it was alright, we expected it. And yeah, I think that's all. Okay, this is future me. I'm editing, obviously. This is like such a bad quality of lighting and sound and everything. But apparently I lost 8 minutes of footage, like just the video, not the audio, but I need the footage of the video. And I was showing there like everything I had outside of the suitcase. So I'm going to just re-record that here because I don't even have the things here. I'm not in my old room, obviously. So yeah, I will put the prices right here. And yeah, basically, so I have a little list here so I don't forget anything. So I had my camera with me, but I didn't use it, just bring that just in case. Then in the suitcase, in the backpack, we had the lanyards that my dad bought there. Then some things, I don't know how they are called, to hold the tablecloth in place. We had 4. Then we had a plastic container to put the business cards in, normal tape, double side tape, some rope. Then we had this little thing to like round the corners on papers. I don't know if that has a name or not. Then a pencil case, a notebook, some extra scissors, hand sanitizer that only my friend and I used for some reason. And then we had 2 headbands, a white one and a black one, but the black one broke, so yeah. So this is everything that was outside of the suitcase. So now in the suitcase we have all the rest of the stuff, and first we have, these are just like extra plastic bags that we had after like opening everything, like the t-shirts and some of the banners and all of those. But yeah, then here we had all the papery stuff, so it was not just floating in the backpack.
First we have these prints. They were too big and I just had 2, so I didn't want to put them in the suitcase. Yeah, these look pretty good. I have one here. I think I lied. I don't have only A5 prints. I also had these ones and this one like really big. So yeah. And then we had, okay, so these are my social media with the QR. These are all the prices. And these are like the A, B, and C grade info and prices.
I don't know why I printed everything twice. I think I just do a lot of stuff like just in case. So I don't know, I always think like something is going to get lost or get messed up. I don't know, I just in case. Then we had all of these, like these are like the price tags. I have so many at first because I just wanted to put the prices everywhere so it was more obvious, but then I don't know if you can notice, yeah, this is like normal paper, and this one was the paper that I used to print them the first time because I had to change the prices the second day.
Because, well, I set prices that I thought were fair, and I still think these are good prices. But people have like lower prices, so I have to lower mine too.
Because, well, like 3 euros for a A5 print, I think is not fair, but
I guess not everyone appreciates art or like the same amount or the same way, so we have to set prices for the public and not for us. But it feels wrong in a way to put prices so low sometimes.
then these are just like extra papers, like paper pieces.
That also just in case, but we end up using this, so they were like nice touch for myself in the future.
Then this is the table plan I made, so we knew where to put everything. I'm really big on symmetry. I hate when things are not symmetrical, so yeah.
We had all the like the sales and stock stuff. I have many. These are the only ones we didn't use, but I didn't mind because it was like the BMC prints.
And then lastly, I didn't have a card reader, so I used what we call Bizum. Maybe you don't know what that is if you are from outside Spain. So basically, I give you my telephone number, and you can instantly, well, or you have my number, and you can instantly like send me money. You don't need to know my phone number, but yeah, that's my phone number. This is like the Bizum logo, and was just like the concept for, I don't know, so it was easier for me to distinguish where the money came from. So yeah.
I have a few of them because just in case like my friend and I needed to use them at the same time, so yeah.
Then this, I don't know what this is called in English, but yeah, my father recommended this just in case also. But we didn't use them. But yeah, my father actually recommended like quite a few things because he used to work at conventions, like setting up like booths and stuff. So yeah, but most of his recommendations I already had just in case again. But yeah, he did help a lot. Then this is my money box. I don't know how this is called, but I'm going to call it money box because I think that's clear enough. So I really wanted like one that had like compartments because that way it was easier for us to take the change. So one of us will like pack the item and the other one will take the change. I will usually pack the item because my friend knows nothing about anime, so she doesn't know the names of the characters. So yeah, so this made it way faster. I have the keys right here. And then these, all of these were used for the stock. Yeah, so it was easier to organize them. It was not the best option, but it was definitely the less expensive option we had. It worked just fine. I'm not mad at this. Then this is just a tablecloth. It's just white. It's just a tablecloth. I was going to buy this and then I just found one at home that was like the perfect size. I don't know the size. I'm going to look at it. But yeah, I just have to sew the edges because it's not like clean. So yeah, so it looks better. So the size is 3 meters by 1.6 meters. Yeah. So these are just my A prints, so the good prints. So basically I just took a bunch and put like a rubber band around them. I will like put the first one like the other way around so the colors didn't get like messed up by the rubber band or anything. So yeah, I have the rest of my prints in the big box, so I will show you the difference when I take these ones out. But first I just want to complain because this is one of my most favorite. This is one of the designs I like the most, and I didn't sell any, like not a single one, and I was so disappointed. I'm so sad because I think he's really really cute, but yeah, I was sad about this. Okay, then these are my t-shirts. I made a total of 4 t-shirts. 2 for my friend and 2 for me, just in case we needed to get changed or anything. The ones she used, because we didn't need to get changed, the ones she used, I just gave it to her. So it's just a white t-shirt with my logo on the front. And this is my cat. I call her Michi. I just love my cat. I use them for the thank you cards too. So yeah, I think they look really cool because we looked really cohesive because we were wearing the same t-shirt and the same headband. So people recognized us when we were like walking around. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to open this first. So in this big box we have first we have these things. I bought 2 packs of 12 on Amazon. They are like just wooden stands. They look really cute, I think.
The only problem with this is that the prints, I have one here. The prints were too thin for this, so they will just do this and fall. So this is where the paper pieces come in place because I have here more. We will just put them in here.
And then it was solved. We didn't have any problem. Yeah, so I think this look. I only use this for the white, the black and white prints, not the color ones. So yeah, and then finally I have the rest of my prints. So these are my black and white prints. Just a few of them, not many. And then
I don't know if you can hear. Okay, these are all my A-grade prints. So around this much, this many. And then these, all of these, are faulty. The same amount. And I was not happy about it. Luckily, only these were like really mixed up. Only few.
But yeah, this is like ridiculous, I think. Like, well, I didn't pay for these ones because they were faulty and I didn't, like, I was not paying for a faulty product. So yeah, the thing, I end up like printing stuff in 2 different places. For some reason, the dark prints, like these ones, look much better on the second place. And for example, the liner, like the black and white, looked much better in the first place. So basically, the first place had like really good colors, but really clean lines, and the second place had like really saturated colors, but like funky lines. They were not like clean. So I used the black and white that I printed in the second place. I used for just display, so you could not see the. Well, you were just looking around, so it was okay. So yeah.
And I brought all this with me, like the big weight with me, because they were free. So if I sold any of them, it was just money from my pocket. So yeah.
Then in this big box, where you can see my address. Okay, so this. Then in the big box, we only have left the paper bags.
I don't like plastic, so I bought paper bags. These are like for bakery and like pastry stuff. They're like really thin, but I really like how they look and they fit quite a lot of stuff.
This huge box has 1,000 bags and I bought it on Amazon. It was not expensive at all for the amount of bags that I bought. I'm definitely not. I brought all of these with me for no reason. Like next time I will bring like this many and then use the rest of the box to put all the prints and stuff. But yeah, like I know I own a lot of plastic stuff in my house, but I found unnecessary to just give more plastic bags, so paper bags. And right after I said I don't like plastic bags, we have plastic bags. We use this for the stickers, or these are just like normal plastic bags because,
well, I don't have the budget to look for other bags, small bags that are not plastic. These are the less expensive ones that I found. So yeah, we will use this until I have no more plastic bags left.
Then all of these are my stickers. As I said, they came in like separated like plastic bags, which this is quite nice. And they look so cool. I like them so much. Like the quality is really nice. The colors look so cool. And you cannot appreciate it, but these are like pretty thick for a sticker. Because as I said, these are laminated vinyl stickers. So basically they have like this layer on top that protects them. And these are these are used for motorcycles, so they stick, like they don't go anywhere, like they won't peel off easily. So they are really nice quality, so you don't scratch them basically. So yeah, I love this so much. I have like a few of them in my notebooks and stuff. Okay, and then finally the last thing I have, the last 3 things I have on my suitcase are these 2 boxes. In these 2 boxes I have my business cards, my thank you cards, and my stickers that I will talk about those in a minute. Okay, this is my business card. This has the zombie like the banner, and then in the back you have my social media, and then this is my thank you card. This has the Mitzi, like I said, like in the t-shirt, and you have my social media in the back too. And then finally, the last item I have are these stickers. These stickers I just use for closing the bags. These are just my logo. I wanted to buy them like round, but they were out of stock, so yeah, basically. So I bought 1,000 of each card and then 1,000 of the stickers. So basically what I will do, if you only bought stickers, I will use the plastic bags and put both of the cards in there. If you only bought prints, I will use the paper bags and put also both of the cards in there, and close the bag with the sticker. And if you bought both things, I will put the stickers in the plastic bag, then close it and put the prints, the plastic bag with the stickers, and both cards in the paper bag, and then close it with this. So the reason for the stickers is because it's branding. It's basically branding because I want to put my logo everywhere. I think that's good because people will remember it or recognize it. And the reason for both of the cards is, like, let's say
someone asked you about some item that you bought for me, you could just give them my business card with the social media, and you can still have my social media on the back of the thank you card.
So yeah. And then the last thing I have is this, where I have all my banners and the big prints. So this is the big print that we had in the back. It's the same one as this one we have here and the one I showed you before. So I really we didn't sell this, but they were much more expensive. But I really like the result of this. It was a birthday present from my boyfriend.
Because I'm not good with shading. Like, shading the skin is really hard, but this looks nice, I think. Yeah, and also the hair looks nice, which is really hard for me too. Like, I'm the best at drawing faces, and that's it. But yeah, look how nice she looks.
Okay, then this is the banner I had on the table. So it's just the white and the black that I use, that are not white and black, but yeah. With my logo and the lines. This goes over the table as I saw you in the picture and the beginning. Yeah.
Momento porque tengo perdido uno de los banners.
Okay, this one is the banner I had on top, the long one. First we have Yumeko from Kakegurui. This is the first illustration I used for the channel. Then we have my name. Now my name. And lastly we have Toga from Boku no Hero Academia.
This illustration is not finished yet. I just used it because I really like it and because both of these girls are crazy. So yeah, but it looks really nice, I think.
And then lastly lastly we have the big banner that I had on the background with the zombie. I don't know if I can open this here. I will put a picture. But yeah, these have like such nice quality also.
I will try to open this. Like, this is huge.
Yeah, basically. So I don't know, I just really wanted to make like a big banner. Ooh, my hair. And this has like such nice quality, maybe because I work in like huge canvases, like 10,000 by 10,000 pixels. That's like huge, but then I can print like things really big. Yeah.
So I had this one be the logo and the pink, just as in my business cards. So yeah, that's all basically. Yeah.
So the total of how much I paid, I'm going to look at my screen so I don't get the numbers wrong. So the total of what I paid, not including the change, that I think was 100 euros. Yeah. So the total was 598 euros, and minus the thing I didn't pay, the banners and the t-shirts, that's 515 euros. And now this probably sounds like a whole lot of money, because I made around 275, but I plan on going to more conventions, so the only one-use thing that I paid for was the stand itself.
So the rest of the things I'm going to reuse. So for me, like in my head, it's just like you take the price that I paid for all this stuff and just port it in all the conventions I'm going to go, so that you just have to pay little by little. So yeah.
Also, my budget was between 500 and 600, and I was just in there, so it turned out to be okay, I think. But as I said, this was much longer than expected, so yeah, the tips will be in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget that everything is linked down below. Don't forget to like if you enjoy, subscribe for more content, and I will see you next time. Bye!